Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today we are going to be talking about the Styria Grand Prix that happened, well for me last night, for the running of the BWT Grosser Preis de something Austrian. I can't speak Austrian obviously. But it did happen in the Red Bull Ring at Spielberg. There will be a double header at Spielberg, so the next race will be next week for the Austrian Grand Prix. And so let's get into the results. So Max Verstappen wins again. Another race win for Max Verstappen. Second to him once again it was Lewis Hamilton, then Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez, then Lando Norris, Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc, Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda ran out the points positions and the top 10. Other finishes: Kimi Räikkönen, Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, Antonio Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, Nicholas Latifi, Nikita Mazepin, and George Russell and Pierre Gasly all DNF'd. Well, Russell and Gasly DNF'd. So I guess we'll just get right into it because I actually really watched this race, surprisingly. I know, shocking, so I don't really have to think of like what happened and everything, like the highlights. So I actually really did watch this race fully. Gasly, I think got a puncture by hitting Charles Leclerc. Well, Leclerc actually hit him in the left rear tire, and obviously causing him to have a puncture. He collided with Antonio Giovinazzi, causing him to spin, and that's yeah. And then Gasly had to pit and retire the car. George Russell, after starting from 10th place, got himself up to 8th place in a fucking Williams. I just want to say, in a Williams. But in his first pit stop, though, it was a bit slow because of, I think, reliability fixes or some shit. And Russell also had to DNF because of that, which is very, very, very sad. I was cheering for him. I was hoping that he would get his first points of the season, especially for Williams, but the pain is still going for that Williams team because I feel really, really bad for them. They should not have to deal with this, but I guess they have to, which is sad. Anything else? I don't really think. That's kind of just about it for the race results. F3 will also be on the will be also at the Austrian Grand Prix, not the Syrian Grand Prix. So if we actually have a look at the F3, I guess news, nothing really big, I guess. But yeah, so we'll get into that later. So let's just have a look at the current driver standings that is occurred after the Styrian Grand Prix. And Max Verstappen with 156 points over Lewis Hamilton's 138. I cannot do math. You can figure it out what is the points deficit there. Third place is Sergio Perez and Lando Norris, Valtteri Bottas. Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Pierre Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo, and Sebastian Vettel rounding out the top 10. Then Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Esteban Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, Kimi Räikkönen, Antonio Giovinazzi, George Russell, Mick Schumacher, Nikita Mazepin, and Nicholas Latifi rounding out the field. So with the point standings all done, actually also shout out to Lewis Hamilton who actually did a pretty good save at the exit of turn 4 at the end of the second DRS zone. I think it's turn 4, or was it turn 3? I don't know, like a couple of years ago they added like the little kink, that little like nothing corner in the DRS rate as a corner. Like, Jesus Christ. So I guess we'll just have a look at the schedule for the next race, which will be obviously at Austria. So I think it'll be the same things. FP1 will be on, FP1 and FP2 will be on July 2nd. Well, for me. So if we're talking about track time, so July 2nd will be will be FP1 and FP2. July 3rd will be FP3 and qualifying, and on July 4th will be the race itself. For F3, which will be the companion series for them. That will be, so these are all displayed track time. So practice will be on a Friday, including qualifying. Saturday will be race 1, and Sunday will be race 2 and 3. And after that, they then have to go to, well, they actually have to wait until Budapest for the next race. I think also F2 will be at Silverstone, if I remember correctly, which will be the next race after the Austrian Grand Prix. And if we have a look, yeah, so Silverstone will be next up after Austria. I'm going to try and watch those races, but it's going to be very, very hard for me to do that. So yeah, it's a very, very short episode of F1 results, or F1 results, yeah, just F1 results. But a double header for the Austrian Grand Prix will occur. That's just because also Styria, not a lot of things happen other than like strategy and Hamilton pitting. Actually, no, Hamilton and Perez both pitted just to steal each other's fastest laps. Perez pitted first for mediums, and for 2 laps remained for some random reason Hamilton pitted. And that was kind of just fucking useless, but that's alright. Whatever. I guess we'll also have a look actually at the constructors standings just to see how every constructor is going. So Red Bull is currently in the lead with 252 points in their name. Mercedes with 212. The third place is McLaren with 120, Ferrari with 108, AlphaTauri with 46, Aston Martin with 44, Alpine 31, Alfa Romeo 2, and then Williams and Haas both have 0 points in 9th and 10th place respectively. So, yeah, that's it for me now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.